It's time for our pit stop. Here, we take a brief rest. It's a time to refuel, recharge, and explore shorter topics that are meaningful and helpful to us RVers. Welcome to RV Out West. I'm your host, Brooks. Spring is budding here in the Pacific Northwest. It's the time of year when even the weather cannot make up its mind. Is it sunny today? Nah, just kidding. It's going to be overcast and raining. Oh, wait, maybe the sun does come out. This also means for many of us, it's time to take stock in the state of our RVs after the dormant days of winter. Hopefully, you've checked in on your RV at least once during the winter. But regardless, I wanted to share my process for dewinterizing our RV, the types of things that I'm looking for as I assess our travel trailer. I just dewinterized our trailer the first week of April. Prior to pulling her out of storage, I created a checklist for myself on the various systems, and I'd like to share with you what I do. Now, by no means is this an exhaustive list, and you may have differences in your process or items that are specific to your rig. If I miss something or you do something differently, I would love to hear about it. I'm always learning. So please drop me an email at rv.out.west@gmail.com or shoot me a DM on either Facebook or Instagram. I just may share your tip in a future episode. Dewinterizing your RV is crucial to ensure everything is in good working order for the upcoming RV season. Here are my tips to help you through this process. Number 1, inspect the exterior. Start by checking the exterior of your RV for any signs of damage that may have occurred during the winter. Look for cracks, leaks, or any other visible issues. Tighten any exterior screws if necessary. I like to dry lube my slide seals, and I spray WD-40 on our stabilizing jacks. I also close all low point drains. Step 2, check your tires. Inspect the tires for proper inflation and any signs of damage. Cold temperatures can cause tire pressure to drop, so make sure they are inflated to the recommended level. I also check torque on my lug nuts, and I'll check the TPMS batteries and replace. Step 3, perform a roof inspection. Go on your roof, check the roof and seals for any signs of damage or wear. Repair or replace any damaged seals to prevent leaks. If time permits while you're up there, clean and service your AC unit. Step 4, inspect the interior. We keep our fridge and freezer doors open when in storage to help protect against mold, so I'll close those doors. Look under the cabinets for any signs of rodent scat. Check inside cabinets too. This is a good time to take stock of current inventory on things like black tank treatment, TP, paper towels that you may have kept in your RV. I will also clean out our floor vents, remove the cover, and vacuum them out and wipe them out. I also clean the bathroom vent screen if needed. I will also remove and toss the dehumidifiers that I keep in the trailer while it's in winter storage. Step 5, flush the water system. Drain any antifreeze from the water system by flushing it with fresh water. This includes the freshwater tank, water lines, and water heater. Before turning on the water to the interior of the trailer, I will use a tank wand to flush and rinse the inside of our water heater. I will also inspect our anode rod in our water heater and replace that if necessary. The first time I've ever replaced my anode rod since we bought our trailer was this year. We're going on about our 3rd season in the RV. I probably could have gone one more season, but it was like a $15 part and I just didn't want to risk it. Once I turn on the water, I'll do 2 things. 1, I'll make sure to run water through all the faucets and fixtures until the water runs clear, and I will also look under the cabinets to be checking for any leaks. Let's pause here and hear a word from our friends over at Camper Alerts. The seasons may have changed, but that doesn't make it any easier to find available campsites. Now, you can get notified of sold-out campsites when they become available with Camper Alerts. Choose your campground, pick your RV-specific filters, and set an alert. It's that simple. Visit camperalerts.com today and start setting your alerts. Step 6, check the propane systems. Inspect the propane system for leaks and ensure that all connections are tight. I test all propane-powered appliances to make sure they are functioning properly. So I will light the pilot light and turn the oven on, and I will also use the range top. This is also a good time where I will turn on the furnace and check to make sure that it is blowing hot and warm. I also will check the levels in our propane tank and replace batteries in both our smoke and CO2 detectors. Step 7, inspect the battery. I check the battery voltage with my multimeter and ensure the connections are tight and they're in good conditions. If the battery was removed for storage, I will reinstall it, and I typically will use a trickle charger to fully charge it before use, like a month before I know of my first trip. Step 8, test all appliances such as the refrigerator, the air conditioner. I will turn my furnace on and make sure that I hear the propane furnace fire. I, again, will check the stove and oven, turn the TV on, turn the DVD on, just to make sure all of those things are working, properly. Step 9, clean the interior. Give the interior of your RV a thorough cleaning to remove any dust, dirt, or debris that may have accumulated during storage. And it's just always nice to have that second trip out when it's really kind of your first camping trip, to have everything know it's all buttoned up, it's clean, it's ready for, and it's a great way to kick off the season. And my final step 10 is prepare for travel. Once everything's been checked and tested, we stock up on supplies and gear. My wife and I have a shared note that we keep in our iPhones. This list is just called trailer. And during the dewinterizing process, we are adding to this list that there are things that we need to get and restock on for the upcoming season. But we have found that this is a great tool to use so that we can see what each other has added so we don't duplicate our efforts. Our first trip of the year, we pretty much think of it as a shakedown trip. We camp close to home and close to a big box store. On this trip, I'm pretty much tinkering and dilly-dallying around the trailer most of the day, lazily with a beer in hand, as I perform a lot of this dewinterizing process. It doesn't take long. If I were to really focus on it, it's probably an hour to an hour and a half of a process. But when I'm camping, I stop, I'll play with the kids or sit with my wife and chat for a bit, so I tend to take a lot of breaks. But just remember to follow the manufacturer's instructions and recommendations for dewinterizing your specific RV model, and don't hesitate to seek professional help if you encounter any issues you're not comfortable handling yourself. I want to remind you to share with us about an app or digital tool that you love to use to make your RV life a little bit easier. Please visit rvoutwest.com and click on the link question to share with us about your favorite digital app or tool. You only have 90 seconds, so be succinct, but please share with us. I look forward to hearing from you and highlighting them on a future episode. Again, please visit rvoutwest.com and click on the link question. Thank you again for listening to RV Out West. I sincerely appreciate it. Please give RV Out West a follow on Facebook and Instagram, and share with your RVing friends and family about this podcast. I sure would appreciate it. Next Monday's episode, I will have just been home from the Puyallup RV show. My dogs will have been rested, and I'll be excited to share an audio excursion with you about what I saw, and we will chat with industry professionals about what is going on in the world of RVing right here in the Pacific Northwest. Thanks so much for listening to RV Out West. Join us again next week. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts or wherever you choose to get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. I sure would appreciate it if you left a rating or a review of the show. Special thanks to Scott Holmes Music for providing us the intro song, We Are One. RV Out West can be found on Instagram and Facebook, where you can interact with us and follow along on our RV adventures around the Pacific Northwest. So get out there, explore, and go see what's beyond the horizon.